Bayern Munich versus PSG game, and that's a repeat of last year's Champions League final that was in Lisbon, if I remember correctly. That 1-0 goal from Kingsley Coman, that little header. Mbappe missed a couple chances last year. Neymar in tears at the end of it, which I love to see because I'm not a big fan of Neymar personally. Yeah, it's true. I don't like his diving, his theatrics, but nowadays everyone does it. But Neymar kind of started it all off. But I'll start with this one personally, Mahir. So with this one, I believe it's going to be a really big game that Lewandowski's missing for the first. I can't remember the last time when Lewandowski missed a bigger game as this for Bayern Munich. And it's just the fact that with Mbappe and how PSG did really well against Barcelona, Barcelona had to play free at the back in that second leg as well. They had to combat Mbappe, and Man United did that in that game against PSG at the Parc de France with actually kind of doing really well against him, Wan-Bissaka doing well against him. But I don't believe Bayern Munich will combat to a free at the back to combat Kylian Mbappe this year as well. They did really well last season in that one-off game, obviously in the final. But for me, with the team that have got Sule at the back, Alaba at the back, I reckon they can handle Mbappe, Neymar, probably Moise Kean if he starts as well. Not sure if Icardi's fit. It's a bit doubtful at the moment, but like we said previously, it's all going to be a midfield battle for me. I know Lewandowski's out. You probably have to start Muller or Choupo-Moting as a striker, but it's the midfield battle when there's no Verratti, there's no Tolisso, and it's going to be a good game personally to see how Goretzka, Kimmich kind of do in the midfield against the likes of probably Danilo if he starts, Herrera maybe. Paredes is doubtful as well, but how do you kind of see this game going for yourself?
I feel like Lewandowski is a big miss. I feel PSG have been struggling recently in the French league, and I'm not sure if I personally would play a 4-3-3 if I was Pochettino. And this is going to sound so controversial, and I know this is never going to happen because of politics and the Qataris and because it's a massive game. But I personally dropped Neymar for this game because I don't think he's fully fit. I feel like plays like
against Lille, it was awful.
Exactly.
They lost. They're 3 points behind in the Ligue 1 at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think he's fully fit. I feel like because he's gonna play. He's obviously gonna play because it's Neymar. But if you're a strong coach, I'd play a 4-3-3. I'd put just Gana Gay.
Would you do like a Gay, Herrera, Danilo type midfield? So it's just
exactly. Danilo,
And you keep Mbappe, Kean, and probably
I'd play Mbappe up front. I feel like obviously he comes inside and whatnot, but for that speed, for those Bayern Munich centre back, I don't think they'll cope with the pace particularly well. I feel like I'll play Mbappe up front because I feel like Goretzka and
Kimmich
in the midfield, Joshua Kimmich. Yeah, I feel like Kimmich and Goretzka are really good. I feel like PSG need to play three-man midfield. I think they might have to play a bit more defensive. So play a three-man midfield, sit a bit deep. I think that's what Pochettino should do. And I think that's I was listening to Julien Laurens on ESPN, and he was talking about the game. And he said the same thing. He said to his understanding, he think Pochettino's kind of like considering going to a 4-3-3. But I feel like that's what PSG should do. But I don't know. I feel like Lewandowski is a massive injury, massive miss. I just feel like PSG might nick it actually. Bayern Munich are obviously favourites, but I honestly think PSG might win this game actually.
Because with Bayern Munich being top of the Bundesliga at the moment, being troubled by Leipzig, not really much by Dortmund at the moment, I reckon it's one of those where you can try something different. Personally, for me, I wouldn't start Choupo-Moting as a striker. I mean, you got Sane there, you got Muller, you got Coman. Probably play
No.
Probably play Muller as like a false nine, as like a Raymond Duta type thing, or a Trequartista maybe just drop in. Maybe even starting Gnabry as a striker. But that's literally just stretching their defense, stretching their midfield as well, changing it up a bit. But for me, Choupo-Moting against Marquinhos, against probably Kimpembe as well. That's how we see that in their midfield. I don't see them really get in trouble by Choupo-Moting. I could look wrong, obviously, as you can in football, but I really think it's something where Herrera, Gay, probably Danilo has to start to combat. Kimmich, Goretzka, probably Muller as like a lone striker. But for me personally, I'm a big fan of Julian Draxler. I'm not sure why he hasn't got many games in a PSG shirt under this new manager in Pochettino. I thought he would have been a good player to kind of play a couple games here and there, not as a sub sparing. But I'm a big fan of Julian Draxler. What do you think about that? Do you reckon that could have been something that PSG can exploit?
Yeah, I like Draxler. I think Di Maria is. I don't know what the situation I don't know what the situation with Di Maria is, but I think he's more fit than the others. One thing is the thing with PSG is they haven't been that great in the French league, but do you know what? I think I think they're concentrating on the Champions League. I think against Bayern Munich they're going to raise their game, and I think because of the players they have and the fact that they need. Like they are going to definitely raise the games against Bayern Munich. I feel they might, and with the absence of Lewandowski, I don't know. I feel like PSG might. I don't know if they'll go through to the semis, but I feel like in this match, I think they probably could get a draw.
Yeah,
I could predict a 1-1.
I'd easily go for like a 2-1 Bayern Munich with an away goal from Mbappe, but the fact that Mbappe is free scoring form at the moment, he did really well against Barcelona, obviously at the Nou, really well previously in the group stage as well. But it's for me, I don't see it's a game for Musiala to start. I reckon Musiala would be good from the bench against the midfield of PSG personally. For me, the key midfield battle for me is Goretzka versus Danilo, or Kimmich versus Danilo and Herrera and Gana Gueye as well. I think that's where the key is. Not the most attractive players to be looking at, obviously, Alphonso Davies and Mbappe, all of those fast attractive players. But for me, that midfield battle of who wins the ball, who gives it to their attacking players, their flair players, that's where it's going to be one loss in this first leg for me. And I think it will be 2-1 Bayern Munich. Mbappe will score, but Bayern Munich have to do really well against this attack. If Neymar starts, if he doesn't start, like with you, I agree. I don't think he should start. It should be like a Di Maria, Mbappe on the left, Moise Kean as a lone striker, all rotating across the field, trying to get that away goal or two. PSG, they've done it in Barcelona's backyard. They can do it one step further, basically, in this informed Bayern Munich team. But yeah, that's my little prediction of 2-1 Bayern Munich versus PSG. What was your prediction and your key battle for the game ahead?
1-1, but the matchup I'm excited to see actually is Alphonso Davies and Mbappe. Or whoever's going to play. Obviously Mbappe might interchange positions, but with Alphonso Davies, I'm not the biggest fan of him defensively. He's a really good player, but I've seen a lot of times where he's been done. So against a top class team like PSG, I'll be excited to see if he actually handles that front three of PSG.
No, I understand completely, and he did really well last season in Champions League. Yeah. Been kind of caught out this season a few times as well.
Yeah,
you kind of want to see him mature as a defender, and not just as the attacking threat that he is. And obviously, Bayern Munich, they have so much attacking threat that he kind of gets away with it. But for me, Andrew Robertson is a better left back than Alphonso Davies for me personally. I think Alphonso Davies still has a lot to learn defensively.
Yeah,
but
100%.
It's one of those things. If Mbappe, Di Maria, and Neymar, if they all interchange, if they start, that'll be good to see. But realistically, like you said, Neymar shouldn't be starting against Bayern Munich. That's our little review of the Bayern Munich versus PSG game this week, Wednesday.